go.
Hey guys, sorry we're a little bit delayed. We had gone live, but apparently it didn't record in post. But welcome back to Lake Mills Golf Club. I'm Dr. Nate Hoover with Optimal Physical Therapy, Dr. Jared Hutter with Optimal Physical Therapy, and we're excited to get you another golf tip of the week. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about range drills and things that you can actually do on the driving range to help with putting together some of the things we've already talked about in previous weeks. So you don't have to be at a range for this, but if you're hitting golf balls, this is a nice one where you can get some of that immediate feedback for how is it changing my ball flight and my contact. Since we've done this once already, I'm gonna have to make the same jokes again, so it's no good. But so what we'll do is without a club, we'll start by working on some of the backswing mechanics here. So as Dr. Jared is demonstrating, you kind of get into your stance position, your arms are hanging straight down, slight bent knees are getting that hip hinge, and then we'll go into that backswing where we'll pause, and this is going to be what we're going to emphasize with today's drill. So when you're doing it without a club or when you're not hitting the ball, you're actually going to take a step back that exaggerates the width of your stance. So you come into your backswing with a wider stance, and then come back forward. So wider stance, back forward. And what we really want to do here is think about trying to step back and then come, like, explode out of that. So that way you're loading your glutes, you're loading that back right leg if you're a right-handed golfer, left leg if you're a left-handed golfer, and you're working on loading that tissue. So you're not making the mistake of, oh, my golf swing is all upper arms and trunk. So taking that to the range then, or actually hitting a golf ball, you can pick up your club, and when you go into your backswing now, you'll first just start with a more narrow stance. So you bring that rear leg, or your right leg if you're a righty, up towards your left foot, and now when you step back, you'll be in more of a neutral or normal stance width, and then coming back through. And for this, you can do a full swing through and actually hit the ball.
Tammy is requesting that you get a new hat.
Tammy, I do have many hats, and I actually have some Brewers hats as well, so maybe I can make that happen next week. So I'm sort of a weird baseball fan. Everything else is all Wisco now. So for this one again, stepping back, Jared may have demonstrated kind of almost an exaggerated step back too, so starting a little bit narrow and stepping back to what feels more like your normal width. You also have a similar drill that we can do for your follow through and to help with having some of those people who may slice the ball sort of come back towards a hook or a draw, and we'll bring that to you next week. The other thing to think about with this particular drill is a little noisy. And the other thing to think about with this particular drill is where are your hands and shoulders at impact. So if someone's recording you and you see where your hands and shoulders are at impact, you'll want to be with your head behind your club and your shoulders angled down. So you don't have to stay really tall, you'll be slightly angled down, but just making sure that that weight doesn't stay back on that rear leg. Thanks guys for tuning in. Hopefully y'all got this version of it, and we'll see you next week, maybe with the Brewers hat on.
Ooh.